Serial killer realizes he's been caught 45 years later. Oh my God. 45 years later, you're
Good
caught,
morning.
buddy.
I'm so sorry. I'm super embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hi, puppy.
Let me get.
This man is
Why
74-year-old
is she
John
embarrassed?
Arthur Getrew, an elderly homeowner in Hayward, California.
Why does he already look guilty? Like he already looks scared.
What he doesn't know is that he's speaking with an undercover officer closing in on a decades-old secret, and things are about to take an unexpected turn.
This narrator is actually
I was
good.
turning-
This narrator is actually like, you're making me feel intense. Thank you, narrator.
Around in
He's
the
actually doing a good
driveway, and I accidentally hit your car.
Which one?
The one parked in the driveway.
Nah. W flat. He's a serial killer. He's a nerd. He's a loser. He needs to rope max. He's a serial killer. But that's a crazy flex. Which one? Alright, man. Alright, player. Alright, player.
Do you want to maybe take a look to see if we should exchange insurance information?
Take a peek.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So embarrassing.
Sheriff's office. Yeah, go ahead. You have it on your back. Face the car. Go ahead, face the car.
They got his ass. Why don't they just like go in this house and say, "Look, we got a warrant"? Why did? I mean, like, why didn't you just like kick the door down, and just arrest him? Why do you have to bring him out the house?
Anybody else in the house?
Hey, you're the police, not me. Do your
No,
thing.
my wife's at work.
No ways, my wife as well.
Deputies give John a routine pat-down before he's
How much do you guys want to bet his wife doesn't even know that he's a serial killer? That shit is gonna be insane.
led to the front seat of a police vehicle.
He doesn't even look that old. He looks like
You want to rest on
60s.
that?
You're gonna close the door,
He
make
looks
sure
like
the
60s,
dogs.
so-
Yes.
We'll take care of your dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Though he hasn't been told why
literally
he's been
knows.
arrested, John
He
applauds
looks like he already knows.
the deputies for the ruse.
Good line for coming out of the house. Get that guy out of the house.
Months earlier, cold case investigators in Santa Clara County reopened a murder case that had remained unsolved for 45 years. DNA from the crime scene was compared to a public database, allowing investigators to trace a family tree and identify John, a husband, father, and former Boy Scout leader, as the primary suspect.
But that's just crazy to me. Like, how do you like find out like 45? How do you have like? How does the evidence not like disappear? It's crazy.
Investigators bring him in for
No, I don't
questioning,
get it.
hoping
Like, you go to the spot where someone died 45 years later, and you can still gather evidence. That's just crazy.
to uncover the
I ain't
truth.
gonna lie, that's actually crazy.
Is this devoted
I would
husband
have thought the evidence just disappeared at that same spot, but that same spot still has evidence 45 years later.
and father simply the wrong
I might
man?
go for what? Can someone
Or
explain?
has his carefully
How does
lived
that even
life
happen?
been a cover for something far more sinister? The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before.
So I'm Sergeant Cortez, okay? I'll let you know what's
nice
going
ass
on and
shits.
why you're here today,
Yeah,
okay?
I'd like to know.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Before I let you know what's going on, I just want to get your personal information. Just confirm your name. Your full name is John Arthur
Getrew.
Getrew?
Getreu.
Okay. Were you ever in the military?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested in the past?
No.
John shares basic information about his past and childhood, revealing that he was born in Newark, Ohio.
Is that him? Yo, he looks. Why did he look racist? I'm not trying to like pull out the card tonight, but like, he just looks racist. Did he kill like? Are they gonna show us the victims like what skin color they were? Like, yo, he just looks mad. He just looks angry already.
And spent the
Yeah.
early years of his life moving frequently due to his father's long military career. He spent a significant part of his teen years in West Germany, where his family lived on a U.S. military base.
Now, you mentioned that he had never been arrested. And I found out something happened in Germany.
Okay.
Can you tell me about
I
that?
was arrested in Germany.
Okay, what happened with that? Can you tell me about that?
I was accused of murder.
The revelation is especially jarring, given that he's here today on accusations of his involvement in a completely separate murder.
Tell me about what happened. What was the accusation against you?
I killed a chaplain's, or not a chaplain, yeah, a chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
And that was all I knew.
Okay. Do you remember what happened?
No.
With this young female?
No.
No?
I didn't even know her.
The young girl, 15-year-old Margaret Williams, attended a dance at an American youth club one Saturday night in 1963, when John was just 18 years old. The two were said to have met on the street shortly after, where she agreed to let him walk her home. Her body was discovered the next day on a baseball diamond behind the club. She'd been sexually assaulted and strangled.
You didn't even know her? Why did they arrest you? I mean, if...
Probably the next day.
Okay.
They need to hang him right now. All rapists need
After
to
they
be
found
hung.
the
That's
body,
facts.
yes.
Okay. How did they tie you to this body? How did they connect you to this body?
Somebody had seen me, walk that direction or walk towards a school, or
Okay.
it was an elementary school.
Okay. Did you... I mean, I don't know the details of what
I
happened.
don't know the details either, so
Okay. Did you actually meet this young lady?
that's what they say.
Though John maintains his innocence, he was found guilty at trial for Margaret's murder, ultimately receiving a sentence of 10 years in a German juvenile prison. Because of his age at the time, he was released after serving roughly 2/3 of his sentence. Then he walked free.
And so you spent actually 6 years in prison?
Something like that.
Wow. And then how...
So how does this work? Though? If he got convicted, why is the investigation convicting him again? I'm not saying let him off. I'm saying like, don't you already know? Like, isn't it clear that he has done it if he got
after
convicted?
you're released...
Yeah, how does the law work,
I
bro?
just
How does the
was
law
dropped
work?
off at McGuire Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it? You came back to the
Never
United
heard
States?
a word from him. Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to the United States, John moved to California, and in 1975 was once again at the center of a serious crime.
And then at some point, there was another accusation against you about a sexual assault from the Palo Alto Police
Yeah,
Department?
Palo Alto Police Department.
Okay.
That's when I was the leader of an Explorer post.
Okay. Can you tell me about what happened there?
Nothing.
Okay.
I
It's just
was
a-
accused, interviewed, and that was it.
Okay. What's this allegation? I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
This allegation that this young girl made against you that
I forgot that this guy's a serial killer. I thought he just killed that one girl, but
you sexually assaulted
Yeah.
her. Did
why
that,
is he raping and killing everyone? Like, this guy's a fucking loser, bro. Yo, they need to hang this guy ASAP.
actually happen?
Why is the capital punishment not in all these countries? I don't understand. Whose idea was it to take away capital punishment? That guy himself needs to get capital punishment.
No, not
what?
that. Yeah,
Bro is a serial rapist and killer. Like,
not that
can I
I
even say the R word on Twitch? Do I get banned?
know of. And if I
I
was,
don't even know if I'm allowed to say
if
that
I
word.
was
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
arrested for
say
specifically that, and then not even tried, and then nothing's happened. Like I told him, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I never saw her again.
Did you end up serving time for that? Do you remember?
No, I didn't. Didn't serve any time that I know of.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
It was so piddly that.
It didn't
Yeah.
you weren't didn't go to trial or anything
No.
like that? Okay.
According to multiple news sources, John was 31 years old when the teenager came forward, claiming he not only assaulted and strangled her, but threatened to kill her if she didn't comply.
Teenager, and he's 31, so he's a pedo as well.
He received a 6-month sentence,
Why is he sitting
serving
in the
just
chair?
30 days on weekends
Get
after
the rope.
5 were suspended.
So I want to tell you a little bit
What?
about
30 days on
He received 6 months.
weekends after 5 were suspended.
So I want to tell you a little bit
6
about my
months,
investigation,
It's-
okay?
it's- I forgot it's America. Let me remember, it's America. That's why.
Are you
It makes
familiar
sense.
with
It makes
the,
sense now. It's America.
with Palo Alto area, Stanford area, the hills in Stanford?
Yeah.
You ever go out there? You
I
ever,
was a scout leader. I traveled all those hills.
what hills? Which hills are you talking?
Well, we were out in the Bay, Half Moon Bay Hills,
Okay.
and I traveled up through there, hiked with the boys.
Did you ever go in the hills, like in the area around Page Mill Road? Page Mill Road, like just west of Stanford?
No.
No, you never went to that area.
No.
Okay. So I'm investigating. There's a murder up there in the hills, and would there be any reason that you were ever up in those hills? No.
No.
Leslie Marie Perloff was a 21-year-old Stanford University graduate working as a law clerk at the North County Law Library in Palo Alto, California in 1973. Her body was found dumped in the Stanford Dish hiking area. A floral scarf was found tightly knotted around her neck and had been used as a ligature to strangle her to death. It was DNA found beneath her fingernails that led them to John, who at the time worked near the Stanford campus as a security guard.
Did you ever see this young lady? You know her?
No, who's that?
It's a young lady that investigation.
You know, like back in the days. Now, I'm sorry to pause it, but I need a genuine answer to this. They only linked her to him because of DNA evidence under her nails. So back in the days, way back, without like this whole DNA stuff that they had access to, how they would have never known, right? That's crazy. So he would have like got away with it back in the days because they didn't have access to all this DNA shit, right? Well, that's actually insane.
And she was
how did they even like investigate things back in the days, bro?
murdered.
Other than witnesses, like how else did they investigate?
Do you ever see her at all?
I just can't fathom it.
No.
She look familiar?
How many people must have got away with shit?
Leslie's 1972 orange Chevrolet Nova was found parked at the gate of an old quarry near Old Page Mill Road, just east of where her body was found.
Do you remember ever stopping by the side of the road and looking into this vehicle?
No,
It's an orange Chevy Nova.
no,
No?
no, sir.
Okay.
You lying?
Do you know the name Leslie Perlov? Leslie Perlov?
No.
No? Okay. She wasn't a girlfriend of yours?
Oh, no.
Okay. I had to ask.
She's cute anyway.
Yeah, very.
That would
very
be
cute.
she'd be about 18 years old, I guess.
Okay.
At Stanford. Yeah, Stanford graduate. Yeah. But that's it. I don't even recognize her.
Curiously, the sergeant hasn't shared with John that Leslie was a Stanford graduate.
Why do you say that?
I was thinking like, isn't this guy like clocking himself? Like, isn't he like exposing himself? You dumbass.
And hasn't shared with John that
How are you a pedo, a rapist, a murderer, and a dumbass?
Leslie was a Stanford
How are you all
graduate.
four?
Why do you say that she's a Stanford graduate?
Oh, I have to see that. I have to see his reaction.
Well, just by the way she dresses and all in
Okay.
this area, you know.
Sure.
But, you know, I didn't say graduate either. I said, you know, she's a college kid.
Oh, okay. Now
Yeah,
this
you're cool.
this young lady was obviously murdered, like I said. She was strangled.
Mm,
Would you ever think about doing anything like that?
nope.
I know that you were accused of a sexual
Yeah.
assault, right? Would you ever think about committing a sexual assault?
I have no reason for it.
And I'm going to ask you these tough questions
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
part of the investigation. When you were younger, did you ever fantasize about sexual assault?
It's what it sounds like by looking at my record.
Yeah. Or killing a young woman?
He definitely did.
Okay.
100%. The chair is creaking. This fat ass is about to break the chair. Yo, get him off and get the rope. Guy's about to break the flipping chair. Get him out of here.
In this investigation, if your DNA was on this young lady, why would you think your DNA was on her?
Haven't the slightest idea.
Were you involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant continues to press for answers, John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to give away.
You know about DNA and how it's transferred, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
go
what, this can be how it's transferred. I can always just tell.
Okay, tell me about that.
Yeah, one is semen.
Okay,
One is from the mouth.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the only two that I know of.
Okay.
Now, if there's some that are bodily, I mean, other than these two transferred, then it's totally different.
Okay. And you know about technology now, advances in
Technology
technology.
is getting good.
Yeah. So there's.
They're catching them every day. They're
Yeah.
catching
How do you
W foreshadowing.
think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
Well, that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah, no.
Okay. What's the second young lady?
The one up on the one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two different places you're talking about.
Okay. One of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. And then up on what hill? Well, you mentioned the hill.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
I mentioned the hills.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the other one? Because I don't remember another one.
Well, there's the two girls. It's not both the same place.
Okay. I mentioned one girl up on the hill.
Yeah, I mean the okay, wherever she was, wherever the second girl was.
Oh, okay.
While
I thought, okay, was that the slip up or not?
the sergeant doesn't yet know it, another woman was found in the Palo Alto area in 1974, 1 year after Leslie's body was discovered.
What the fuck? This guy's actually insane. Bro is just doing this every year. Like, what? It's probably more that they haven't found.
21-year-old Janet Taylor was found dumped along Sand Hill Road in the same Stanford Dish hiking area. According to news sources, she'd also been assaulted and strangled to death. The serial killer responsible for the deaths of both Leslie and Janet would escape justice for decades, until now.
I think I'm at a point in my investigation that,
I'm guilty, and that's it.
well, I'm trying, well, there's a couple things, John. Your DNA's on her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to find out who did it. What I'm trying to find out is why you did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you know more than you're telling me.
No, I wish I knew.
Yeah.
With John refusing to admit the truth, another investigator joins in the effort
There's 100% more black victims that they have not found. I'm telling
to
you.
obtain a confession.
No doubt.
And the added pressure will soon tear his lies even further apart.
This guy's been doing it every year. Like,
It's not an accident that your DNA got there. Your DNA and the type of DNA and where it is on the victim, there's no other explanation.
Mm-hmm.
You committed this crime. We know you committed this crime.
we said this straight out.
Mm-hmm.
What we don't know is why. And we're going to give you the opportunity to explain it to us.
You don't have to. I thought about it, and that's all I can think of. No.
Know what?
No, I'm not guilty.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay. You had to have known this day was coming.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it took so damn long.
So you just admitted it. You dumbass. See what I'm saying? How are you all four things? You dumbass. You just said, no, I'm not guilty. Then you say, yeah, why did it take so long to get me? You give him the rope, man. Give him the rope and let him rope Max.
As they
Kill him.
push harder for the truth about Leslie, John once again lets slip that she wasn't the only one he left in the hills.
So why her?
I don't even know who she is. If that's the first girl or the one girl that's up on the hill or whatever.
Yeah, that's correct.
What do you mean the first girl?
Well, he said there's two people. There's two girls. Unless I misunderstood him. They were killed within probably an hour of each other.
Is this, this guy's retarded.
2 hours of each other, or day, or who knows.
Do you remember? How do you remember those details?
Some of the questions he's asked me.
Do you remember seeing any newspaper articles or media about those?
Nobody, but that girl there is not the other one that he showed me. If that's the girl there with, the other picture, I doubt it.
Why's that?
I mean, look at the body.
Mm-hmm.
It could be somebody else. I don't think they're the same one.
Is that why you don't recognize her?
No.
Because that's not the girl that you
I'm
killed?
not questioning. I don't recognize her. I've never seen her.
Do you think it was a different girl that you killed and that's not the one we're
I
showing
didn't
you?
kill any girl.
You didn't kill the girl in Germany?
No. Well, that's total different.
This guy is a dumbass.
That's
I killed her, but it's a different, I killed her in a different way. It's not really killing. This guy, Give him the role. Why is he still
When
sat
I was
down?
18 years old or younger.
In a final confrontation, investigators forced John to face the mounting evidence against him.
There's a situation in Germany where a girl ends up dead, and you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a situation
Here.
here,
That was
years later after you came back to the States, where a girl ends up dead, and you say you weren't there, yet your DNA is there.
Mm-hmm.
His nose. Look at him fidgeting. What's he fidgeting with? Is that a curtain or what?
What do you think the chances are of that
He's good.
happening?
I
He's
don't
fidgeting
know.
like a baby.
What would you do
bro.
if you
His
were
nose
us
is
and you were investigating this case? What would that look like to you?
There's a brick wall.
What do you mean there's a brick wall?
Well, I mean, you found out, you couldn't find out, so.
What do you mean I found out and I couldn't find
Oh,
out?
nothing. I'm just let it go. I'm.
Well, you understand it's my job not
Yeah.
to let things like that
I'm
go,
not,
right?
I'm not I have nothing to say about it.
It's got to be quite a burden, John.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to put the questioning from here on, unless I'm represented by somebody in the courts.
What do you mean?
A lawyer.
You'd like a lawyer?
I like a lawyer.
Okay. Thanks, John.
After requesting a lawyer, the interrogation came to an end. But justice quickly caught up with 74-year-old John
74. Yeah.
Arthur Getrew, who was arrested and
Oh hell no. Oh no. No. He likes kids. Let's be honest, this picture just, if you just showed me this picture from the start and I didn't see the YouTube title, I would have already said this guy likes kids. He's either likes kids or he's a rapist. This picture just says it all.
booked into the Santa Clara County main
This is
jail
so
with a
obvious.
$10 million bond.
10 million.
In January 2019,
Just get on the rope.
DNA from the torn crotch of Janet Taylor's underwear was also determined to be a match for John. In September 2021, a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder with infliction of great bodily injury in the killing of 21-year-old Janet Taylor. He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison, finally putting a serial killer who had escaped.
Wait, 7 years to what?
He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison.
7 years to life. What does that mean? Does that mean, listen, I'm sorry if I'm stupid, but 7 years to life, does that mean 7 years all the way up to 80, 90 plus years? Or was that just 7 years?
Finally putting
What does that mean? Someone tell me, please.
a serial killer who
I've
had
heard of life in prison, but what is 7 years to life? Does that mean he can serve 10 years and that's it? He's out.
escaped justice for decades behind bars
I
for
might be so
good.
dumb.
In January 2023, he pleaded guilty to the murder of Leslie Perlov and received a second life sentence to be served consecutive with the first. According to multiple news sources, John Getrew died of natural causes on September 22,
way.
2023, at the age of 79. His DNA remains in the state database and will continue to be compared against evidence from unsolved murders in the ongoing effort to close more cases. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon.
W video. I ain't gonna lie, W video. Sometimes I feel like the narrator is AI, but I don't think it's AI. How is your voice that good? Unless it's got filters and shit on it, but how is your voice that crazy? Like W narrator. W video, that's actually a good video. 7 million views in 2 days is crazy. Yeah, damn. Yo, it's a scary world out there, bro. It's a scary world out there, bro. You could be talking to an old man thinking he's a nice old man, but he's a serial killer. The world is actually finished, bro. It's finished.